Have you ever woken up in the morning, looked at your phone, and suddenly realized you have already wasted 30 minutes?
30 minutes?
Yes.
Emily, that's actually optimistic.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I wake up, check one message, open one video, and somehow I'm watching a man in another country build a tiny house in the forest.
Paul.
I don't even know how I got there.
And that's exactly why today's episode is important. Because the first few minutes of your morning can change the way you feel about yourself for the entire day. And today, we're going to do something simple. No complicated grammar, no difficult vocabulary, no boring textbook English. Just a conversation you can listen to every morning to improve your English, build confidence, and start your day with a better mindset.
So basically,
Yes,
instead of scrolling first thing in the morning,
you listen to something that actually helps you.
I already feel personally attacked.
Good.
Fair enough.
So, if you're learning English, stay with us until the end, because near the end, we're going to practice a few powerful morning sentences together, and I want you to repeat them out loud, even if you're alone, especially if you're alone.
Unless you're on a bus.
Yes, maybe don't shout English sentences on the bus.
My future is in my hands.
Paul.
Okay. Quiet practice.
Part 1. How you start your morning matters. Paul, let me ask you something. What's the first thing you usually do when you wake up?
Honestly,
Honestly.
I reach for my phone.
Why?
I don't know. My hand just knows where it is.
That's the problem.
My hand has better memory than my brain.
Exactly. But think about this. When you wake up, your mind is quiet. You haven't started thinking about work. You haven't started thinking about problems. You haven't answered messages. You haven't compared yourself to anyone. Your mind is fresh. And then...
Buzz.
Exactly. One notification, then another, then social media, then somebody's vacation, then somebody's new car. Then somebody is saying, wake up at 4 a.m. and become successful.
And I'm thinking, can I become successful at 9:30?
That's much more realistic.
Thank you.
But seriously, your morning doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. You don't need a perfect workout. You don't need a cold shower. You don't need to drink a strange green drink.
Thank you. I was worried you were going to tell me to drink spinach water.
No, you simply need to start your morning intentionally. And one easy way to do that is listen to English, even for 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes?
Yes, 10 minutes of focused listening every morning can become a powerful habit. You hear natural English, you learn phrases, you hear pronunciation, you start thinking in English, and most importantly, you begin your day doing something for yourself.
I like that, because sometimes learning English feels like homework.
Exactly. But it doesn't have to feel like homework. You can listen while drinking coffee, while making breakfast, while getting ready, while walking, while sitting quietly.
Or while pretending to clean my room.
Pretending?
I said what I said.
Okay, now let's practice one simple sentence.
Already?
All ready. Everyone, listening, repeat after me. I want to start my day with a positive mind.
I want to start my day with a positive mind.
Again.
I want to start my day with a positive mind.
One more time, naturally.
I want to start my day with a positive mind.
Beautiful. And don't worry about having a perfect accent. The goal is communication, not perfection.
Part 2. Don't wait to feel motivated. Emily, can I be honest?
Always.
Sometimes I wake up and I don't feel motivated at all. I just want to stay in bed.
That's normal.
So what should I do?
Stop waiting for motivation.
What?
Motivation is great, but motivation is not always reliable. Some mornings you wake up excited. Some mornings you wake up tired. Some mornings you feel confident. Some mornings you feel like doing absolutely nothing.
That last one sounds familiar.
But you don't have to feel motivated to take a small step. You can act first, and motivation can come later.
So I don't have to feel ready?
No, you just have to begin. That's an important English phrase, too. I don't have to be ready. I just have to begin.
I like that.
Say it.
I don't have to be ready. I just have to begin.
Again.
I don't have to be ready. I just have to begin.
Excellent. Now, imagine this. You wake up. You're tired. You don't want to study English. You don't want to do anything. Instead of saying, I can't do this today, say, I'll do just 10 minutes.
That's easier.
Exactly. Your brain doesn't always need a huge goal. Sometimes it needs a small promise. 10 minutes. That's it. Listen, repeat, learn, then move on with your day.
And tomorrow, 10 minutes again.
Yes. And after a few weeks, something interesting happens. You stop thinking, I should learn English, and you start thinking, I learn English every morning.
That's a big difference.
It is. One is a wish, the other is an identity.
Part 3. Use your morning to build confidence. Let's talk about confidence because that's a big problem for English learners.
Absolutely. Many people understand English, they know vocabulary, they understand videos, they can read, but when it's time to speak,
Their brain suddenly goes on vacation.
exactly.
My vocabulary is here. My confidence is somewhere in another country.
But confidence is not something you magically receive. You build it, and speaking every morning can help, even if you're alone.
Talking to myself?
Yes.
People already think I'm strange.
You're learning English. That's not strange. It's smart. You can stand in front of a mirror and say, Good morning. Today is going to be a good day. I am going to improve my English. I am not afraid of mistakes. I can speak English.
That actually sounds powerful.
Because you're training your brain to hear English from your own voice. And here's something important. Don't just listen passively. Speak. Repeat. Pause the video. Say the sentence. Say it again. Say it faster. Say it naturally.
So instead of just hearing, I can improve every day, I should say, I can improve every day.
Exactly. Let's do it together. Everyone, listening, repeat. I can improve every day.
I can improve every day.
Again.
I can improve every day.
Now, make it personal. I am getting better every day.
I am getting better every day.
One more.
I am getting better every day.
Perfect. And notice something. These are not complicated cadences, but they're useful. You can use them in real life. Part 4. Make English part of your life.
Emily, what if someone says, I don't have time to learn English?
I'd ask them one question.
What's that?
What do you do while you're already doing something else?
Interesting.
You don't always need extra time. You can use the time you already have. For example, you're making breakfast. Listen to English. You're walking. Listen to English. You're getting ready. Listen to English. You're traveling. Listen to English.
You're drinking coffee.
Listen to English.
You're cleaning your room.
Listen to English.
You're avoiding cleaning your room.
Still listen to English.
Now that's a learning strategy I can follow.
The goal is to make English normal, not something you only do when you sit at a desk, Because real English happens everywhere, at work, at home, in restaurants, on the phone, with friends, while traveling. And if you listen every morning, your ears slowly become familiar with natural English. At first, you may understand only a little. That's okay. Don't panic. You don't need to understand every word.
That's important because sometimes I hear a sentence and think, what did they just say?
Exactly. And then you listen again. The second time, you understand more. The third time, even more. That's how your listening improves. It's not magic, it's exposure.
So repetition is actually good.
Very good. Don't be afraid of hearing the same sentence again. Your brain needs repetition. Let's practice. I'll say a sentence, you listen first, then repeat. I am taking small steps every day.
I am taking small steps every day.
Again.
I am taking small steps every day.
Now, a little faster.
I am taking small steps every day.
Great. And remember, small steps are still steps.
Part 5. The morning you don't feel good. Can I ask something more serious?
Of course.
What about those mornings when you're not okay? When you're worried? When something happened yesterday? When you're stressed about money, work, family, your future? What do you do then?
You don't have to pretend everything is perfect. That's important. Starting your morning positively doesn't mean ignoring your problems. It means reminding yourself that one difficult day does not define your entire life.
That's powerful.
Maybe you had a bad day yesterday. Fine. Yesterday is over. Today is another chance. Maybe you made a mistake. Learn from it. Maybe you didn't achieve your goal. Try again. Maybe someone criticized your English. Keep learning.
That one hurts.
I know, but here's something every English learner needs to remember. You will make mistakes. You will pronounce words incorrectly. You will forget vocabulary. Sometimes you'll speak slowly. Sometimes you'll say something completely wrong.
I've done that many times.
So have I. The difference is, don't turn a mistake into a reason to stop. Turn it into a reason to practice.
I like that.
Let's create a morning sentence from it. Repeat after me. I am allowed to make mistakes.
I am allowed to make mistakes.
Again.
I am allowed to make mistakes.
And now, every mistake helps me learn.
Every mistake helps me learn.
Beautiful. Those sentences are more important than complicated grammar because language learning is not only about vocabulary, it's also about confidence.
Part 6. A 10-minute morning routine. Okay, Emily, let's make this practical. If someone wants to start tomorrow morning, what exactly should they do?
Great question. Let's create a simple 10-minute routine.
Only 10 minutes?
Yes, 10 minutes, no pressure.
I can survive 10 minutes.
I hope so. Minute 1, listen. For the first minute, simply listen. Don't repeat. Don't translate every word. Just listen. Let your ears get comfortable with English.
So no dictionary?
Not immediately. Just listen. Minutes 2 to 4, repeat useful sentences. Listen, pause, speak. Listen, pause, speak. For example, I'm ready to start my day.
I'm ready to start my day.
Again.
I'm ready to start my day.
Great. Minutes 5 to 7, create your own sentences. Talk about your morning. For example, I woke up early. I'm drinking coffee. I have work today. I want to improve my English. I feel a little tired, but I'm okay.
I love that last one.
Why?
Because sometimes I'm tired, but I'm still okay.
Exactly. Your English doesn't need to sound impressive. It needs to sound real. Minutes 8 to 9. Learn 3 phrases. Not 20, not 50. 3. For example, I'm looking forward to today, meaning you're excited about today. I'll do my best, meaning you'll give your best effort. And one step at a time, meaning don't worry about everything at once.
Those are actually phrases I can use every day.
Exactly. Minute 10. Encourage yourself. And finally, say something positive, not something fake, something realistic. I'm learning. I'm improving. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep going.
That's a really good way to finish.
Because the goal isn't to become perfect in one morning. The goal is to become a little better every morning.
Part 8. Rapid Morning Speaking Practice.
Okay, Paul, I think it's time for our morning speaking challenge.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Should I warm up?
You can.
Okay. I'm ready.
Everyone listening, speak out loud with us. I'll say the sentence first, then Paul will repeat it, then you repeat it. Ready?
Ready.
Sentence 1. Today is a new opportunity.
Today is a new opportunity.
Your turn. Pause the video if you need more time.
No pressure.
Sentence 2. I don't need to be perfect.
I don't need to be perfect.
Your turn.
And please don't say I don't need to be perfect perfectly.
That's actually a good point.
Thank you.
Sentence 3. I will learn something new today.
I will learn something new today.
Your turn.
I will learn something new today.
Excellent. Sentence 4. I'm becoming more confident.
I'm becoming more confident.
Again.
I'm becoming more confident.
And the final one, I will keep going even when it's difficult.
I will keep going even when it's difficult.
One more time.
I will keep going even when it's difficult.
That's the one. Remember that sentence because some mornings will be easy, some mornings won't, but you keep going.
Part 8. Your future self is listening. Emily, I want to ask you one last question.
Go ahead.
What happens if someone actually follows this routine every morning? Not for 2 days, not for 1 week, but for months.
They may notice something bigger than better English.
What?
They may start trusting themselves.
Explain that.
Every morning, you make a small promise. I'll listen for 10 minutes, and then you do it. The next morning, you do it again, and again, and again. You're not only learning English, you're proving to yourself, I can keep a promise to myself. That builds confidence.
So the real change isn't only English.
Exactly. It's the feeling that you're moving forward, maybe slowly, but forward. And one day, you may look back and realize you understand conversations more easily. You speak with less fear. You recognize phrases faster. You don't translate every sentence in your head. And maybe you become proud of yourself.
I like that.
Because sometimes we wait for other people to tell us we're doing well. But you can also tell yourself. You can say, I'm proud of my progress.
I'm proud of my progress.
Again.
I'm proud of my progress.
And that's today's message. Don't wait for a perfect day. Don't wait until you feel confident. Don't wait until your English is perfect. Start where you are. Use 10 minutes. Listen, repeat, speak, learn, and come back tomorrow.
Same time?
Same habit.
I like that better.